Hi, I'm Greg Ovens, and this is Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. There we go. Oh. I'm going to do a shorter, maybe 15-minute video about foraging some plants again. Show you some plant identification. On my last video I talked about the two brothers that mistakenly ate water hemlock instead of wild carrot. The one brother died. The one who just basically tasted it and spit it out was still hospitalized. It's the most toxic plant in North America. But as I explained in that video, I don't know how people could mistake the two plants. They're so different in appearance. The leaves, there's so many differences, so I don't quite understand how people can make that mistake. But I'm going to show you, because right here there's the Queen Anne lace wild carrot growing besides something that you might mistake it for that is toxic. I'm going to show you the two plants. Here I have a Queen Anne lace, and growing right beside it is a plant called tansy, and tansy is toxic. Here is the Queen Anne lace, and here is the tansy. Now I can see making a mistake in this kind of an identification when they're so similar, and some of them even are more similar. But you can see that there is a difference between the toxic tansy and the wild carrot. The wild carrot, the root is going to have a carrot, distinct carrot smell to it. So this plant, in my opinion, is more likely to be confused with carrot than hemlock. That's the first lesson there. I'm going to show you some other plants in this video that I haven't talked about yet. And while I'm in this area, I may as well show them to you now. I am going to do some cooking videos with some of the wild plants, show you how to prepare them, what you can use them for. So that'll be in future videos. I'm just going to show you how to identify certain plants that may look similar to each other. Right on. Well, I am looking for an edible fern now. Behind me, this is lady fern. Now, if you look carefully, it's one of the only one in this area that's going to have this. Starts out pointed, gets wider, wider, and then comes back in. A diamond-shaped leaf, okay? You can see wide in the middle, pointed, the bottom and the top. So I'm going to collect a few fiddleheads that I'm sure I can find in here. They'll be pretty small down near the base of the plant. Sometimes the bigger leaves will have like a big curled section at the top that looks like fiddlehead, but that's not what you're after. You're after the new growth near the bottom. And so let's see if we can find some fiddleheads from these lady ferns. So far this is the only one that I've found. Might have some fiddleheads in this area near this swamp, and they like swampy, wet, shady areas. Okay, so I found one down in here. It's about 6 inches long, the stem, but this is still usable. They're not huge on these, not big fiddleheads like you would find on an ostrich fern. Okay, so I'm going to collect a few of these and show you how to cook them too. So this one was the one that was getting a little bit big. Like I say, you're going to find them at the base of the plant. And then here's a tiny guy. That's more like what I'm after. Going to be better. They got these little brown scales on them, but that comes right off. I don't even worry too much about cleaning them off. But anyway, when we set up camp, we're gonna show you how to cook these up. Okay, well, we got some fiddleheads. I mean, I'll collect a few more and then bring them with me to camp. This is another fern I want to talk about. This is licorice fern. They only have single leaves. Okay, they're all separate. They don't grow in clumps. Single. There's lots of them on, and they only grow in the moss on big rocks like this. or maple trees. Usually maple, sometimes spruce, but usually always maple or big boulders like this. And the thing about it is, the little root pieces that are growing at the tips taste like licorice. So you see what I mean? Even there's not as many in this spot. So one leaf, one leaf. So if I go to this one, I'll be able to find right there. See that little piece of new growth? Okay, so I'm just going to take this little piece and you just chew on it. You can see they kind of look like a sword fern leaf, a lot smaller, and instead of clumps, that's how they grow. So I'm just going to kind of peel this off a little bit, or like clean it off a bit, and you just chew it like gum. Right away. That tastes like licorice. Oh yeah, best licorice I ever had was in Australia. You know, the whole root will taste like licorice, but that definitely licorice, I'm telling you. When the flavor's gone, just spit that out. Oh boy, that's strong licorice taste there. Some will be stronger than others. Sometimes it's a mild licorice taste. This one was pretty powerful. So there you go, licorice fern. That's pretty good. Well, I'm getting ready to cook my fiddleheads. My lady fern fiddleheads. Something I'm going to mention though is, man, you know, like I ate that, you know, that licorice fern about 15-20 minutes ago. I can still taste that licorice taste. Is just lingers, but it's not unpleasant. Like, it's a pleasant, even the aftertaste after that long is still, I can taste licorice. But anyway, I'm going to show you the two stages that horsetail grows in. This is fertile horsetail, and it spreads by spores. So when they're at this stage, they spread spores. This one doesn't, you can't really see the dust on this one, but you'll see the dust on them. And when they're in this stage, spore stage, that's when they spread the spores. And you can eat these raw. You can eat them raw. I'm going to saute a few of these sections with my fiddleheads in butter after I've boiled the fiddleheads for about 10 minutes. And then, of course, you get the infertile. When it gets to this stage, that's when you would use it for tea. Makes a good tea too. So there, another little plant. But I'm going to show you how to cook the fiddleheads now. I kept my fiddleheads in a bit of water in this cup here. I'm just going to get the stove going. And once our water boils, we just dump them in for 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes. See, our water's boiling, so I'm going to throw these in. I got different sizes. Some are quite small. I got a couple of bigger ones. They got a little bit of brown paper-like fuzz on them. I'm not too worried about that. It'll come off easily when it's boiled. So I got a little handful. These have been boiling for 10 minutes at least. And what I did was I cut some chunks of my fertile horsetail and split them in half. But we got to heat this pan up and get some butter in there. I don't skimp on butter either. Half a pound should do it. Just kidding. Starting to heat up. I gotta drain these first, I forgot. Fair amount of heat. It might be a little too hot. Everything will shrink up a little bit. Our horsetail will be kind of like sauteed onions when they're done. And again, I will describe the flavors as best I can. Doesn't take long, the sauteing part anyway. You can see how the horsetail is shrunk right back. Okay, so here we go. Looks pretty good. Now I'm going to describe as honestly as possible what this tastes like. I'm going to try some of the horsetail first. Cooled down a bit now. That's good. That tastes very similar to sauteed onions. Okay, I'm not even kidding. The only thing is that the flavor's great as far as the sauteed onion flavor, but at the end it gets like woody. So I'm not going to eat that. Well, it's not going to hurt you, but if I can find a softer one, would be nice. Yeah, just like sauteed onions, but that one was tough too. Now, if you get them when they're, you know, even a little younger, they're going to be more tender. So keep that in mind. That was a big old one that I had. But yeah, very good. If you can get the inner portion that's soft and get rid of the shell, the outside, that'll help too. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, we'll try our ostrich fern. Ostrich fern. Lady fern. Man, I always do that. Always. So there's our lady fern fiddlehead. Oh boy. Ma'am. Is that ever good? You know what that tastes like? Asparagus. That is just almost identical to asparagus. I'll try to get a smaller one. Oh. You know what's amazing? How many plants taste like domestic, like, you know, the wild carrot tastes like carrot. These taste like asparagus. That tastes like sauteed onion. Licorice fern tasted just like licorice. Oh yeah. Just like asparagus. And they're tender. Those ones are tender, the small ones. I like that. So there you go. I'll be cooking some more of this. But I'm doing a video about doing some foraging. And when I find other plants this year, we're going to do some more cooks. And, but boy, you wouldn't turn that down if you're out in the bush hungry, I'll tell you. I bet I could trick you into thinking that was asparagus if I cleaned it up. And with the onion, if I got the inner pieces of core from the horsetail. I don't think a lot of people, if you didn't tell them what it was, be able to tell the difference, whether it's asparagus as far as the fern or onion as far as the horsetail. Right on. That was great. Very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video by introducing you to a couple of folks that are very interesting I met recently. They gave me use of a cabin that's on their property to stay in whenever I want, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to tell them about the licorice fern root. I'm going to get them to taste it. I won't tell them what it is till they've tried it. And let's see what they think the flavor's like so that I can verify my story. And the same with the lady fern. I always want to call them ostrich fern. But with the lady fern fiddleheads, we'll do the same. And see if they think it tastes like asparagus as well. So, got this hornet flying around. Boy, oh boy. So, we're going to introduce you to them. They have a YouTube channel. What they're doing is they bought a property up north in northern BC. And it has a lake with an island that they own. And they're building an off-grid cabin. So, I'll get them to explain a little bit about that. And try the lady fern and the licorice fern root. Okay, well, I'm going to head to their place and end the video up with that taste test. I've got another plant here I'm going to show you. It's called vanilla leaf. That's what it looks like. It's got these teeth, 3-leafed, and all these teeth around the 3 leaves. They get quite large. And it will get a white flower stalk with a bunch of little white flowers on one stem. I'm going to collect a bunch of it, not a lot. It's not edible, but it does have its purposes. Now they say, well, you can use it as an insect and mosquito repellent. It doesn't work. Trust me, it doesn't work. You put this on the dash of your truck or tie it, put it on the rear view mirror of your vehicle in the sun, and after a day or two, it really does smell like vanilla. It's a great air freshener. I do that because I prefer the natural scent. This vanilla scent is very nice with these plants. Even though it doesn't have edible properties, great for freshening your vehicle up. So I use it all the time. I can't stand those air fresheners for vehicles you buy, you know, from Napa and places, the automotive places, you put them in. To me, it just smells like chemical, and I don't like that. I mean, I can't see that it's even good for you. Or if I go to a motel and they've got those plug-in ones in the wall, it's just, to me, it's like walking into a chemical factory. I mean, I unplug those right away. We're going to go and meet up with my friends. I'm going to introduce them and check those plants, see what they think. Right on. This is Melody and Ryan.
Hi.
They have a YouTube channel. And something along the lines that a lot of you are probably interested in. When you explain a little bit about your channel and what you're up to with the property.
So we bought a 62-acre island on a lake in northern BC, and we are building a homestead, and we started with absolutely nothing.
That's right, yeah.
Floated up to the shore, put our 2 red Cabela's chairs out, and now we're growing
All we had on were Crocs.
food. That's true.
We didn't even have hiking boots or anything.
Well, I always go unprepared too. But so, like, you're in the 2nd year of filming, or?
So we're starting our 4th season in a couple weeks of filming.
Yeah, we've got 3 seasons behind us, and when we started, it was just nothing but shoulder-to-shoulder trees. And we got out there with a chainsaw, and then gradually got bigger pieces of equipment to help us clear land and start framing up a tiny cabin and make little roads. It's been a lot of fun, eh, honey?
Yeah, it has. And this is our retirement, so this has been a long time coming, but a dream come true. So
People think it's kind of strange that, you know, we work our whole lives, retire, and now the work really begins.
yeah.
Well, but hey, the difference is it's work you like and enjoy. So
That's
Yes.
right, we love it.
And the name of the channel for the viewers?
My Wild Home, H-O-L-M. And that home means what?
An island on a lake.
And I'm going to go up there early this year to visit these folks when Moose opens, which is August 15th. And we're going to look around the property, and you got to get there with a barge.
Right.
So you take your truck in there on a barge.
Right.
And this year you're going to be doing what with the property? Like you're taking a mill with you.
Yeah, we've got a a Norwood sawmill, so we're going to be taking that up with us because we've been buying our wood at Home Depot and it's just killing us. And
Yeah.
so we have all these trees, all these resources. We thought, you know what, we've got other structures we want to make. Initially, we made our tiny cabin just to get us out of the weather. I mean, we started in a tent, and then we graduated from that to a luxurious 49 square foot shed, 7 feet by 7 feet. You heard that right. That's what we lived in. Well, we built our tiny cabin, and that's not much bigger. It's only 12 by 16 feet.
It's bigger though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
enough room
it's
in there for a
roomy.
bed and a desk and stuff, and keeps us out of the weather. And you know, and it's a unique cabin. I don't think you've seen one like it before, hey, honey?
Probably not.
Yeah.
No. And this is our retirement, so we're done working, but just kind of started again.
Done
Well,
working.
no, that's good. And I've checked out some of the videos, so check out Wild Homes.
Thank you.
My wild home.
My Wild Homes. Okay. Sorry about that, Ryan.
Well, that's
But
okay.
anyways, I've got this root plant that I want you to try, and I want your honest opinion. Now, I have not told you what the plant is even.
No.
Chew it, and there's a piece each for you, and I want your opinion of what it tastes like. Now, it might take a minute for the full flavor to hit.
Okay.
It's ready to go. I cleaned it off, so wash it up. Chew it good, and don't give me a verdict right away. Like, give it a minute or so. It has a unique taste to it. It's a nice plant to nibble on when you're walking through the trails, and I think you'll figure it out eventually as you chew it. You don't swallow it, you just chew on it.
It's not toxic if you swallow it, is it?
No, it's not toxic. It's not toxic.
I mean,
But
it's a nice flavor.
It's
I
a
like
nice
it.
flavor. No guesses yet, though, eh?
I've tasted it
I
before.
thought they would get it before now, but
Do you have any idea?
I've tasted it before.
you probably have.
I just can't place it. Or something like it.
Well, I might have to tell them soon.
Well, this is why we need help, because I don't have a clue. What?
Now, the only bad thing about this is that'll be the only thing that you can taste for about 4 days now. You won't be able to taste.
Now you tell us.
I'm kidding. The taste, even when you spit it out, will linger for about 15, 20 minutes. But doesn't it taste like licorice?
It kind of does, yeah.
Licorice.
Well, now that you say it.
I
Like
know.
an
We
earthy
couldn't,
licorice.
couldn't keep the interview going and going. But, yeah. And it's the root of fern licorice.
Really?
Yeah. And that's why they call it fern licorice.
It does have
It totally tastes like it now that I
It's
put
liquid.
it. It was just
I
so
know,
out
and-
of context.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to guess certain things and until somebody tells you. But it definitely tastes like licorice, a spicy licorice, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's got you can definitely taste the licorice flavor. But like I say, if you're trying to guess, you know, you may not have got it, but definitely now you can taste the licorice
Definitely
now
now.
that I told you.
In
right?
context.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
So it is good stuff. And these folks have an interview to do, but I'm going to cook up the other plant and see what they think. Maybe they'll guess the second plant, what it tastes like.
I can't
Well,
wait to
I hope
try it.
so.
Okay, well that's what we'll do. They have an interview to do. I'll go cook up the other plant.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay,
That's great.
put these up for you. Just wait, I'll come over in the picture.
Whoa.
Now, I'm sure you can tell what they are by the looks. Can you not?
Fiddleheads. Fiddleheads.
Pardon? Yeah,
Fiddleheads.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So, but what are they going to taste like? That's what. Don't worry, I don't skimp on butter.
No.
Okay.
You do.
We've noticed that about you.
Oh no! Butter's better.
Things go better with butter.
So try a small one. Try a big one. Try a small one first, cause you don't like it.
What if I don't? I don't think it'll
Then I'm
matter.
fired.
Oh my word.
Is that good, honey?
Oh, am I supposed to let... Here, can you try it?
She's
Try
going to
it.
eat them all, and Ryan won't even get one.
That is so good.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't expecting that.
No?
That is so
No.
flavorful.
Okay, that is lady fern fiddlehead.
That's a lady fern fiddlehead.
Yes. Well, what does it taste like? You haven't said anything.
It tastes to me like
Asparagus.
Asparagus, they got it!
Asparagus.
Oh, okay, good. Because that's what I said. It tastes like asparagus, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
That was
does.
a little easier than the licorice one.
Okay. Well, I couldn't come out and say, this is licorice fern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would have got it right away.
Yeah.
But they are good, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so.
What a treat, Craig.
Oh my word.
It totally tastes like asparagus.
But like
Better than asparagus.
It's really good.
Yeah.
it's really good.
And right now, I know where there's patches of them that are phenomenal.
Really?
Well, yeah. Right now is the time.
Mmm.
So I could show you.
I noticed that about you. It's like, I need another week for this patch. And you got them all in your head.
Yeah.
Oh, over here I can get... These ones are just
Well,
about
everything's
ready for me.
about timing.
Yeah.
You know, with fiddleheads.
So like you're actually a really good chef too.
Well, bush cooking, you learn a lot, but I mean, yeah, and you gotta have butter with fiddleheads.
But it tastes amazing.
Oh, thanks. I'm
Yeah.
glad you
Thank
liked it.
you. I love it.
Okay, well, they got that one, guys. Ryan and Melody did get the asparagus tasting fiddleheads. Behind me, these are bracken fern. Don't forget, don't eat bracken fern fiddleheads or sword fern fiddleheads. And something I was looking at some of the footage I didn't mention when I was showing, you know, the wild carrot, Queen Anne lace, and the tansy. You know, tansy gets button-like yellow flowers at the top, and the Queen Anne lace or wild carrot gets a big umbrella shaped with lots of little white flowers and a purple dot in the middle of the flower. So there's a couple of more things I should have explained, I suppose, but they're not in flower right now, so maybe later I can do another video and show you when they're in flower. Right now it's perfect time to do some foraging, spring foraging. So they're not, all these plants are not in flower at this point, but later in the season I can show you these things. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to do some more cooking with wild plants this year than usual and show you some more plants and how to use them. Right, we'll see you on the next one.